My name's Cody Rulison, and this is for my short story class. This is Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, a brilliantly put together short story. Kafka's other work and similarities. Kafka's other works of literature include The Description of a Struggle, Meditation, A Country Doctor, The Trial, The Castle, and more. Many of Kafka's work involve the main character facing a larger and often male authoritative figure. This seems to be due to his personal life and his struggles with his own father. Many of his stories are told through a sort of warped reality or kind of lucid kind of dreaming through the main character's eyes. About Franz Kafka. Sorry if I butcher his name, but Kafka was born on July 3rd, 1883 in Prague, Bohemia, Austria-Hungary, which is now the Czech Republic. His childhood was rather tragic. Franz had two younger brothers who were died at infancy, and he was left with three younger sisters. He studied law at the University of Prague, and the young Kafka decided on a career in insurance, all the while determined to write in the evenings. And in 1908, he took a job at the Workers' Accident Insurance Institute for the Kingdom of Bohemia. Kafka got infected with tuberculosis in 1917, which led to his demise in 1924, while seeking treatment at a sanitarium. Summary. The story is about how the main character of the story, Gregor, wakes up one day in the body of a beetle and tries to prevent his deformity from disrupting his family's life. However, his tries are in vain, and his condition becomes a huge tragedy for his family. Social and emotional pressure builds up within the family as they struggle to keep a constant flow of income. Gregor was the main provider for his family, working as a traveling salesman. This pressure breaks one day and reveals himself when he reveals himself to the outsiders who were renting rooms in their house. This event leads to him being severely injured. As he was dying, it dawns on him that his condition burdened his family and that he started losing his humanity. After his death, Kafka then talked about how Gregor's family and how they have changed for the better since he died. About Metamorphosis. The setting takes place in Czechoslovakian household with a family that is ruled prominently by the father's decision. The time period of that story took place somewhere about the same time, about the 1880s to 1900s. The characters mentioned in the story are typical that for a family of the era. The father was the leader of the house, and I quote from page 24 on the second paragraph. But he was afraid to make his father impatient by the time-consuming process of turning around, and each movement he faced the threat of a mortal blow on his back or his head from the cane of his father's hand. End quote. The other main characters are the mother, who stereotypically helps the father with his decisions and supports the father, and then the sister who helps the mother with her problems. And stereotypically for the time, the son was the main money maker in bringing in the income, which this today wouldn't typically happen because we are more independent, and this is not typically what would be expected of household members. And my sources include the Britannica or biography, Franz Kafka, the website, and the history.com and the biography.com. And of course, the short story Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka.